Good afternoon and welcome back to the Dan Kostel Rec Center. This is Tim Nichols and you are tuned into CVCA Livestream's coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. We are set for the third place game. It's Monday afternoon, New Year's week, the day before New Year's Eve, and you are set to have some excellent hockey coverage and some excellent hockey on the ice this afternoon. The contest between the Amherst Steele Comets and the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves. Both teams have had a great deal of success in this tournament, and we're looking forward to a competitive, exciting game this afternoon. Kilbourne, 2-1 in the tournament, lost the opener on Friday night to CVCA. They put on a performance yesterday. They put up 9 goals and put the pressure on the Royals, who had to win last night in order to win a position in the championship game. If they had not won, Kilbourne was ready to slot in, but they will have to settle for the third place game here. And they've been impressive this weekend here in Northeast Ohio. Their first trip to the CVCA Christmas Tournament yesterday. Junior forward Jacob Lee had a hat trick as part of a 9-goal outburst against the Aurora Greenmen. The Wolves winning their second game of the tournament yesterday. In the other game, and the other team in this matchup, Amherst Steele certainly probably had eyes on potentially playing for the championship, but yesterday they were stymied by Kenston goaltender Logan Linz, and Linz put up a 43 save shutout to blank the Steele Comets 5-0. The Comets defense has given up 5 goals in the last 2 games. 2 days ago against the Normandy Invaders, they won that game 8-5, but yesterday against Kenston, with a little bit better defense and certainly superior goaltending, 5 goals far from standing up as they were shut out 5-0. So the Comets here from the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League Red Division have to settle for a third place matchup today and try and head home with the tournament. With a third victory in the tournament, rather. Both teams going for their third victory of the weekend. Amherst Steele comes into the game today with a record of 10 wins, 6 losses, and 1 tie. They're coached by head coach Steve Morris. Coach Morris, the 2023 OHSAA Coach of the Year. His assistant, his son, Connor Morris, who broke the record for most points and assists in a career while playing for his dad and played college hockey at Miami University. He's the only head coach in the history of the 6-time Barron Cup champion Amherst Steele program. Worthington Kilbourne has improved their record to 6 wins, 4 losses, and actually make that 6 wins, 5 losses now in a tie. They had the 5th loss to CVCA on Friday night. So 6-5-1, but they do hail out of the Capital Hockey Conference in Central Ohio in the Columbus area, and in their division down in the Capital Hockey Conference, they are in first place at the Christmas holiday break, where they're now taking a time to come here to Northeast Ohio and compete in this tournament, and they have acquitted themselves quite well. We had a chance yesterday to talk on the air to head coach Greg Revac, his first year as the head coach, but he's been in the program for multiple years and a native here of Northeast Ohio, Chagrin Falls, and the Kenston School District, and multiple Team Ohio teams. And Revac enjoying his trip back here to his old haunts in Northeast Ohio, and his team is playing very well. Jake Lee, as we mentioned, had a hat trick yesterday. Earlier this week, Luke Saleko put up a multiple goal game. Braden Bilemian had a hat trick in a game earlier this weekend as well. And so they are just 3 of a good core group of skaters. And Revac and his assistant coaches, including Brian Cummings, the former head coach here at Kilbourne, have reinvigorated the program, which was on death's door, as it were. They were not sure if they could have a program, but Coach Cummings helped reinvigorate the youth program, and that is playing out with a full roster and a team of skaters who really are improving and on the up and up and on the rise in Ohio high school hockey. And it's been great to spend some time with them and meet them and see them play this weekend. The Kilbourne Wolves looking to notch that third win as well as the clock winds down here and we get ready for hockey on a Monday afternoon from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. The full complement of CVCA Livestream crew is with us, and it's a crew of CVCA alumni today on a Monday work day for most of our guys. We've got Zach Nichols on camera, my number 2 son, his defensive compatriot, Mark Mosher, the two Barron Cup champion defensemen from the 2022 CVCA team, home 2023 CVCA hockey team, home on break. And on director today, it's JT Nichols, who was the goaltender on the second CVCA Barron Cup champion. Sean Mosher on camera. We'll get John Powell back tonight after he's done with his day job, and Ken Schwartzbeck as well. That's the crew that's brought you the coverage this weekend, and we hope you've enjoyed it. We've got another game to go for Amherst Steele and Worthington Kilbourne, and we're going to get right into it. The whistle blows, 15 minutes is on the clock, and we are set to go. The face-off is dropped down, and it's one back into the defensive zone for the Comets. And back on it to get it is Noah Cheatham. He'll send it around the boards where Fisher Sims waits. Sims has been a revelation for us this week. He's played great hockey, and it's our first chance to see Steele this year. And that puck is sent out of play into the bench of the Wolves, and we'll get a restart with 14:43 to go. We're back underway, and play continues in the far side corner. The Wolves build out with it through the neutral zone, and Bilamian gains the offensive zone. He stops, looks, dekes, and sends it down low. Into the corner, it's poke checked away, and the Comets trying to clear the puck, but it's sent right back down low. First minute of play. Sent around the boards, but a ricochet, and it comes out of the zone and is sent in by Noah Riley. Back to get it, Grant Todd. He'll do battle with Deacon Kelly. The puck is sent to the far side corner where the Wolves are on it. Angling it up. It's sent forward but not out by Luke Saleko. And now here come the Wolves as they break out. It is Saleko on the far side. Wing. He'll stop and pirouette. Centering pass. It's intercepted in the other direction. Fisher Sims heads. Sims along the left side. Skating in toward the goal, and it's loose in front, and jumping on that puck is the goaltender. We'll try and get a number. There's 3 goaltenders for the Wolves that have suited up this weekend. Andrew Daniels, check that, 2 goaltenders for the Wolves this weekend. Daniels, the primary goaltender, in goal, the senior for Worthington Kilbourne. Kilbourne wearing their dark black jerseys, blue numerals, white trim around those numerals. The All Blacks for the Wolves today. Steele with their road grays, the Amherst Steele yellow numerals with white trim. A little bit of green striping, the Amherst Steele green, that Amherst Steele logo on the shoulder pads. Black bottoms, and a breakaway chance here for Amherst Steele. Shot and a save by the goaltender. Daniels denies Vinnie Kelly with a breakaway chance here early in this one. You get to watch the replay from behind the net. Daniels set up one-on-one and made himself as wide as possible. Got that leg kicked out there and prevented Kelly an opportunity to take the lead for the Comets early. They'll drop the puck, and a shot and a save by Daniels again. A quick shot by Deacon Kelly right off that faceoff. Once again, it's a red opponent. They have a similar breakdown. The puck is loose in front. The Wolves break out with it. It's Grant Todd. He's going to get a shot off, but it's blocked by Kelly. Second shot goes wide of the net. And it's sent forward to center ice. Poke checked away. And sent right back in. And then out. And then back in. To the near side corner. Sebastian Smith battles. Bingham, Brendan Bingham. The big guy, number 29, in there in the fray. Sent up but not out. Kept in only for a moment. Cross ice intercepted, and a chance backhanded shot, and Daniels has to jump on it again. And we were about to say during the last stoppage that there's a similar breakdown of divisions in the Capital Hockey Conference, red, white, and blue as well. The difference is that they play in count divisional games across the various divisions. And so the Wolves are in the lower tier blue division. It seems to be more comparable with the white division, however, here in Northeast Ohio. So this would be kind of a white versus red matchup if the Wolves were here in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League. But they are leading and in first place in that blue division of the Capital Hockey Conference. Steele, the Comets, a perennial red division team from Northeast Ohio. And they're on the puck. That is sent forward, saved by Daniels. And the Comets have had the better of it so far. Up to the point. Noah Cheatham sends it back down. He's looking for Vinny Kelly. It's into the corner. Kelly will dig it out. Behind the net he goes to the far side corner and up to the left point. Zach Owens back down to Kelly, and now it's loose in front. Fisher Sims bats at it, and Daniels jumps on it once again. 5 shots already. I think that was a 6-1 when the scoreboard updates. Not any shots so far for the Wolves. And puck was still loose there. The whistle blew as you see it right there. So Daniels was quick to cover, but a quick whistle to his benefit. It's chipped up and out into the neutral zone. Bilemian could not catch up to it. Deacon Kelly had it, and he takes a hit into the boards. Puck is sent around to the near sides. Sebastian Smith has it. Smith, pestered, just chucks the puck forward into the offensive zone. Steele clears. Beckett kicks it across the ice, and it's sent in by Ryan Walton. Walton scored a couple goals this weekend. Bilemian digs the puck out, but it trickles over to the far side and is taken away by Kelly. Sent up, and it'll be icing against Amherst Steele. A stoppage with 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go. First period. Reminder, you can follow CVCA Livestream on social media by looking for our social media handle at CVCA Livestream. We've been posting information and highlights from the tournament all weekend on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I still call it Twitter. It's X now, but you still tweet, so whichever way you refer to it. The handle to find CVCA Livestream content on social media is at CVCA Livestream, and we encourage you to also subscribe to the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. First save of the day right there for the goaltender in goal for the Comets. I'll try and get a number there as well. They're the ones with 3 goaltenders, as we recall, as the puck is loose at center ice. Sims tries to chip it forward. He'll race Alex Kramer for the puck. Vinny Kelly in there, loose in the slot and swept out of harm's way, but not out of trouble totally yet. The centering pass is still loose and finally sent up but not out. Kept in at the left point and sent down again by Vinny Kelly. Around the boards it comes to the near side, and the Wolves with a momentary moment without pressure, but the puck gets poked away again. Turned over behind the net, right in front. Still there, a shot and a scrum, and the puck squirts to the far side. One of the Comets knocked down, and finally the Wolves clear. And they have some speed. A 2-on-1 into the offensive zone. Pass and a shot and a score! Worthington Kilbourne is on the board first, and it's Jacob Lee off his hat trick yesterday who gets another. Kilbourne leads it 1-0. It had been all Amherst Steele to that point, but an odd man rush results in a goal, and it beats the goaltender Anthony Schubert for the 1-0 lead. Time of the goal, 5 minutes and 35 seconds, and Worthington Kilbourne withstands the pressure of the first 5 minutes, and they get a counter and they score. So we'll restart. Grant Todd has it. It is in the Comets offensive zone for the moment, but sent up and then fanned on. It's still loose in the neutral zone. Grady Walsh is out there. He's the player that was trying to send that in originally. It's poked forward, but not out. On it is Sebastian Smith. Smith has it poked out to Walsh. Walsh wearing 2 today in the grays. Had to look for him on the scorecard. He wears number 7 in their alternate or their other uniforms. So, having said that and clarified it, here we go. Another 2-on-2. This is Schneider. His shot, that rebound was there, and they could not put it in the back of the net. Another good chance for the Wolves. This is Sims who takes it away. Sims skating in. He's ridden off the puck. A good defensive play by Grant Todd right there for the Wolves. Sims gets knocked into the boards. The puck comes to behind the net. Daniels poked at it, but left it there, and it's going to end up in front of his crease. Loose and sent behind the net. Now up to the point. Deacon Kelly skates and shoots. Knocked down, not sure it got to the goal mouth. Sent up and knocked down at center ice, so there is no icing. Amherst Steele reload. That was up in the netting. The referees missed that. Should have been a stoppage, but it's sent up and out to center ice once again, where Deacon Kelly crosses it, and it's sent in by number 29, Brendan Bingham. Loose puck at center ice. The Wolves are on it. Balemian enters the zone, but has 3 comments between him and further progress, but he gets it back down low. It's poked away out of harm's way near the crease by Zach Owens into the corner. Flips up and Steele clears. Noah Riley gets ridden into the boards. The whistle blows, and we've got a pause with 7:21 to go. And the call is icing. 1-0 Worthington Kilbourne. The junior forward Jacob Lee on a 2-on-1 rush had a perfect pass that he received, and he was able to deposit the puck right in the back of the net for the 1-0 lead. Luke Saleko takes the draw. It's won all the way back and may have to be played by the goaltender Daniels, and he will just dive on it. It was slowly moving toward him. Much quicker moving toward him was Vinny Kelly, and so Daniels did the right thing and jumped on that puck. It does earn an offensive zone face-off for the Comets. The shot is lasered down and wide. Noah Cheatham took that attempt. Centering attempt is intercepted. And Kilbourne tries to break out. It's poke checked away, so they'll have to toe the line, and it's just dumped in there by Saleko. Good play by him as he had to wait for a teammate to get out of the zone. Loose puck on the far side, sent toward the goal in front of Schubert. Steele will reverse the puck, and they'll try and break out from the far side. Up to center ice. Alex Garrison, cross ice, and a pass in. Here's a one-on-one chance, a shot. Not much on that one, and a save off the soft shot by the goaltender Schubert. Knocked down, kept in for the moment by Garrison, who takes a big hit, and a whistle. They're going to get a hand pass on Kilbourne. 6:16 to go in a fast-paced first period. 1-0 Wolves. And the scoreless drought for Amherst Steele continues. Shutout yesterday, and so far, despite having an 8-3 shots advantage, still looking for that first goal of today. Kilbourne will have to build out if they can. Walsh was knocked down. The puck is loose, sent back toward the slot, and still harmlessly waiting to be hit, and it was. Kilbourne still trying to move out, and the puck is sent down the ice. Icing is waved off, I believe. Yes, it is. And so Amherst Steele will try and send it out to center ice. They do, but they do not control it. Quick pass and sent back in by Greenberg. Right back out, and Schreiber sends it in. The Wolves touch up. That gives time for Deacon Kelly. He's got maybe the best name in this tournament, at least in my opinion, Deacon Kelly. His attempt to send it around the boards ricocheted up and out of play, and so the Comets and head coach Steve Morris sends out another line. Greg Revak will do the same. 5:25 to go. first period. Offensive zone face-off for the Wolves. Ryan Walton waiting. Referee's got a word for one of the Comets on the far side. That's the hold-up right here. And we're set to go. Puck is dropped down up to the point. Kept, no, it's not kept in. That's an offsides, delayed, but play continues. A big save on a hard shot. Vinny Kelly took an offering there. The puck comes out and is still in the zone until now. It's poked out to center ice. Cheatham cross ice. Sent forward, but no one there. And Jack Lewis sent it to a teammate. It's sent out to center ice. Cross ice pass. Beckett a little bit flat-footed there. Couldn't get to it, and he's going to take a penalty is what he's going to do. Not only was he flat-footed, the goaltender goes to the bench. 6-on-5 delayed penalty. It's sent in, and now they'll chase it and see who gets there first. Goaltender out. It's controlled by Steele. 6-on-5 opportunity with a delayed penalty forthcoming, and finally the touch-up. No. They let a shot go in. It looked like the Wolves had touched up, but Daniels had to make a save. And a power play is coming up for the Comets. It's Beckett who's going to go into the box for a trip. Time of the goal, the time of the penalty, 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Cole Beckett, the freshman, will sit, and a 2-minute power play for the Comets to see if they can even this up and finally get on the scoreboard. It's sent up to the point, but not out. Intercepted at the slot. And here comes a counter chance by Lemian. He's going to get a shot off and a save off the pads by the goaltender, Schubert. All right, here comes Steele on the power play. With speed into the corner. Look out. Big hit as momentum carried Grady Walsh into the boards. Comets trying to dig the puck out. The minute and a half to go on the power play. Cross ice. Sebastian Smith. Smith tries to send it across again, but it's knocked out. Everett had it taken away, and Steele got it back, but Sebastian Smith entered the zone before they had cleared out all the players. So offsides is the call. 3:36 to go in the period. 1:16 to go on the penalty to the Wolves. Number 19, Cole Beckett. They'll drop the puck down right in front of our camera. But not before head coach Steve Morris gets a consultation from the referee. That is taken care of, and the whistle blows, and now we're ready to go. It's one back. Fisher Smith is on it. Rather, Fisher Sims, my apologies. But they cannot navigate the neutral zone. It's sent right back in, and Schubert is going to have to cover because he's got Walton on the doorstep. So minute 3 to go. To go in the penalty time. 3:23 to go in the first period of a 1-0 contest. The lone goal in this one scored by Jacob Lee for Worthington Kilbourne. Comets enter the zone. It's Sims. Sims goes right toward the goal, puts one on net. It bounces to the near side, and is cleared up and out by the Wolves. Schubert leaves the puck for Cooper Bingham. 35 seconds to go in the penalty time. Bingham with speed on the left wing. Skates behind the net. Still with it up to the right point. Noah Cheatham sends it right back down to the corner. It's loose in front. Vinny Kelly down low. 13 seconds left. Sent up and cleared out again. And that should just about do it on this power play opportunity. 3 seconds left. And the penalty time expires. Back to even strength. So 0 for 1 in the power play so far tonight for the Comets, and they'll ice the puck and get a change in line with 2:13 to go. They'll trade the change in line for a defensive zone faceoff, trailing 1-0. So the penalty to Cole Beckett does not harm the Wolves and head coach Greg Revak's squad. Jack Lewis takes that faceoff. It's one to the far side and collected by Grady Walsh. He sends it up and now out. And a race is on. There's a 2-on-1 opportunity right here. Feather across, but a good play and good defensive play by the Wolves right there to break up that odd man rush. And we're under 2 minutes. Here's an interception. 2-on-1 the other side. And player there was without a stick. That's why they couldn't capitalize on that. Quickly down the other end. Noah Riley into the corner, sends it behind the net. It's the Wolves who pick it up, though. Sending it forward, intercepted. Here comes a point-blank shot. First shot is saved. Daniels wasn't sure where it went. It dropped down in front in the slot and is still loose in the corner. Sebastian Smith will battle. He falls to his backside. It's sent up but not out. Kepton and Kelly will send one on. A save. A rebound is controlled by the Wolves. We're down to 1:15. In the corner, it's Kilbourne who has it. But back checking. They have not cleared the zone yet. And it's taken away. Sims has it. Sims to his right. Sims with some pressure now into the corner. 58 seconds to go up to the point. Deacon Kelly will send it in on the backside. It was Vinny Kelly waiting. Couldn't get that redirected toward the goal. Lots of pressure right here. Shot and a save and sent up to the point. Another shot in, and this one is kicked aside. A third shot and another save. No, you're not looking at a repeat of yesterday's game. That is Andrew Daniels who's slamming the door shut on Amherst Steele. The Comets, who have not scored since Saturday. They just keep firing pucks at the net. At some point, they're going to break through. That's tipped up, but finally out of the zone. Half a minute remains in the first period. Into the offensive zone. Todd sends it back to Lee. Lee has it poked away and does a good job to get it down low. Everett will chase. It's sent up, but not out. Sent right back down low. We're down to 10 seconds. Steele trying to clear the zone. In the corner. Everett knocks down an opponent there. Clock winding out, though. In front, it has to be covered right at the end as the clock winds down to triple zeros. The horn is not sounded. And it will sound now. There had to be a fraction of a second left, but they just pressed the buzzer and will go to the first intermission as you watch that replay. 1-0 Worthington Kilbourne. The goal scored on a 2-on-1 odd man rush by junior forward Jacob Lee. Shots on goal in that first period, Amherst 15 and Kilbourne 6. So as we get to the first intermission, we're going to pause now for a message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. We'd love to meet you at CVCA. Obviously, the open house that is on the end of that video has passed a long time ago on October 24th, but there are still many opportunities to visit and learn more about Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. And if you have been watching and had your interest perked in what CVCA is all about and want to find out more about the school for your son, your daughter, your grandson, your granddaughter, there are a number of opportunities to get a closer look at CVCA through a number of admissions events throughout the year for prospective families. Plenty of opportunities to register for an event, schedule a tour, or sign up for a shadow experience for your son or your daughter. More information is available on the CVCA website. To sign up, please visit cvcaroyals.org/admissions. We are at the first intermission in the third place game between Worthington Kilbourne and Amherst Steele, and the score at the end of the first period is Kilbourne 1, Amherst Steele nothing, and Amherst Steele must feel like there is a laser beam or some kind of protective device over the goal. They have 16 shots in the first period. That's up to 59 shots over the last 4 periods of play here in Garfield Heights. 0 goals to show for it. Logan Lynn's shutting them out yesterday with a 43-save performance, and that was with Kenston, who advanced to the final tonight in the championship game. In the first period here today, Andrew Daniels has picked up the slack and saved 16 of 16 to shut out the Comets so far through the first period. We do have 1 goal to show you, and we'll see if we've got anything else that Sean Mosher has teed up for us from that first period of play. We'll take a look. I see a lot of orange, which means there's a lot coming. Here's a nice save by the goaltender Daniels. Here's the goal. A 2-on-1 breakaway, and Lee had it teed up, and he did not miss. Here's another chance that was pushed aside by Schubert. I believe this is Fisher Sims. Actually, that's number 2. Grady Walsh, who took a dive into, or has helped into the boards, we'll call it. And some of the action from the goal camps that we've been featuring all weekend here at the Dan here in Garfield Heights. We like to call it the Dan. 59 years old, and the barn is still a great place to play hockey. Another game coming up after this one. 2 more, in fact. The 5th place game will pit the Normandy Invaders and head coach Jim Jackson against the Avon Eagles. We've had Coach Jackson up here in past years, and he remembers this when it was an open-air arena. Coach Jackson been the head coach at Normandy for 35 years and was a player on their very first of 5 Barron Cup champions back in the 1970s. 1978, I believe, which, when you think back to the 70s, you think of former President Jimmy Carter, who passed away yesterday at the age of 100. And we remember him and all the contributions he had to our country, and certainly for Habitat for Humanity in the 4 decades since he was in the White House. So a lot of history here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center, and sometimes it coincides with history that's going on right before our very eyes at the very present moment. So we remember President Carter today, on the day after he passed away. Tonight, the CVCA Royals will try and defend their CVCA Christmas Tournament Championship of a year ago. And in fact, they'll try and go for a three-peat, having defeated the Whitmer team 2 years ago, and then defeated the Clay Eagles, upset the Eagles last year 2-1 in a fantastic championship game that was seen here on CVCA Livestream. Tonight, the Kenston Bombers, a familiar opponent, will try and take home the trophy themselves. The Royals and Bombers both compete in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League's White North Division. Last year, they split 2 regular season matchups. CVCA, by virtue of goal differential, was the #1 seed in the Barron Cup Championship for Barron Cup 2. That's competed for each February, the first full week. Neither the Royals nor the Bombers, which was the 2 seed, ended up in the championship or raising the trophy, as the Strongsville Mustangs came out of nowhere to upset both schools on successive days in a 24-hour period. And it was the Mustangs who won the championship. And so the much anticipated potential matchup in the Barron Cup did not occur. Well, it's going to happen tonight. The teams have already played once this season. On December 14th, the Royals trailed 2-0 after 1 had 3 quick goals in the second period in that contest that was contested at the Pond up in Bainbridge, the Kenston home rink. Led 3-2 and increased that lead to 4-2, only to see Kenston come all the way back and tie it late and then win it in overtime 5-4. So the Bombers, with 1 win against the Royals this year, it is the only loss the Royals have in 3 divisional matchups. There's still 5 to go before we get through the month of January and into February, when the Barron Cup will be contested once again. But tonight, be an opportunity to see the 2 teams go head-to-head once again with a trophy on the line, albeit not the one you want in January, certainly the one you want tonight. At the end of December, the CVCA Christmas Tournament Championship. Speaking of headlines, let's take a look at some of the headlines from yesterday, and we'll get those up here in just a moment. The Normandy Invaders, who are up next, notched their first win of the tournament yesterday, and they skated past NDCL. NDCL ended the tournament 0-4, but still put on a heck of a performance today. They fell short against Aurora in the 7th place game, but no quitting them. Got 2 goals and won the 3rd period. Someone has to finish last, but NDCL has a bunch of great skaters and a young goaltender who's going to get better and better. But yesterday it was Normandy who defeated them and got their first win. The Invaders will play Avon at 5 o'clock here. We already mentioned junior forward Jacob Lee, who had a hat trick as part of the 9-goal outburst yesterday that these Worthington Kilbourne Wolves had against Aurora. He has the only goal today that we saw on the highlights there, the goal from the first period, and that is the difference in this game. The Amherst Steele Comets have probably seen enough of Logan Linz, and now they've got to deal with Andrew Daniels, but Linz was spectacular in goal yesterday for the Bombers with those 43 saves. And the headline at the bottom of the page, the big news of the night last night, not only was CVCA able to win and move into the championship game, but head coach Doug Fairchild recorded his 250th win, just 2 years and 2 days removed from win number 200 back in 2022. So the Royals have had a lot of success over the last 3 seasons. And Coach Fairchild, congratulations to him. He got a dousing of Gatorade and pretty much everything else that was at the disposal of the players after the game. And there was a nice picture taken with both the current players and all the alumni that were in attendance last night. He'll go for 251 tonight when CVCA and Kenston compete. Clock is winding down, and we're waiting for the teams to come back. In fact, we do see the Wolves headed back into the arena, so we're getting ready for second period action coming up. They put 15 minutes back on the clock. We're going to take about a 30-second pause. Be back to bring you second period action from the Dan in Garfield Heights, Ohio. Teams have returned to the ice, and at least one of the teams has returned to the ice. It's the Wolves, although Amherst Steele is marching in behind the benches across the way. And goaltender Anthony Schubert heads out. Schubert's done well. Yielded just the one on an odd man rush. And the Comets will continue to try and muster that first goal since Saturday. They certainly have not been short on offensive firepower. Just run into a couple of hot goaltenders so far over the last 24 hours. But here we go for second period action. Plenty of time left to get one or more than one. We expect that they likely will. I'd be shocked if this remains a scoreless game on their behalf. And believe it'll probably take more than one to send them home tonight on the losing end. The result still very much in doubt, but Worthington Kilbourne will start this second period with a 1-0 lead as they drop the puck. We're back underway at the CVCA Christmas Tournament, third place game between Worthington Kilbourne and Amherst Steele. And into the offensive zone, here comes Zach Owens. He'll shoot, and he's stymied once again. A good chance right there for Owens. Sent back down in, but knocked down in front by the Wolves, and they'll outlet. Cross ice, and here's Bilemian in the offensive zone. He had some open space for the first time today and would fire that one over the crossbar, missing everything. Here comes the Comets on a counter into the corner. Grant Todd gets a stick down and lane. He gets hooked there, no call. And it's poked out of play, right where the glass goes from the high levels to the lower level, and it puck scurried beyond the playing surface. Little John Fogarty in the background, center field. Felt like baseball weather yesterday. Today, much colder. Much more like you'd expect on December 30th as the cold front came through last night. Face off in the offensive zone, sent toward the goal, but controlled by the Wolves, and they'll break out with it. It's Brady Everett, and it gets all the way to the goal, and Schubert has to make the save. We'll take a look at the replay from behind the net. Everett ranging in and got the shot off, and kick save for Anthony Schubert. 14-11, early stages of the second period. Sent right back down to the behind the goal area by Everett. Swept around further by one of the Comets, and then dumped down deep again by the left winger or the left defenseman for the Wolves. Out to center ice. Sent to the near side boards, angled off that, and Everett gets it in there. Lee, the goal scorer, has his shot attempt knocked into the corner. The Wolves dig it out, a shot, and that one trickles almost through the 5-hole, but Schubert prevents it from going through. It's kept in. Everett dumps it on the net again, and Schubert will pounce on that puck with the glove and force a stoppage. We'll watch it again from behind goal cam. Schubert playing high in the crease, making sure he had that one covered. 13:26 to go. Second period, 1-0. Kilbourne on top. This one's dropped down into the corner and controlled by Zach Owens. He'll send it around, but it does exit the zone, but to a Kilbourne player. Now Grant Todd forward. He was looking for Schreiber. Missed him. They wave off icing. It was near the center ice red line. The puck just stops in the corner. The first time we've seen that today. Sent out Todd, can't control. He's going to have to chase it further. He's got company from Sebastian Smith. Smith will try and dig it out. The two battle, and Smith knocks it to the near side corner. Ranging in to get it, Noah Cheatham. Haven't called his name out since early in the first period. Todd comes up with the puck behind the net, but it's loose in front. Sent in right from the face-off dot wide, all the way around to the near side. Point dumped back down low by Noah Riley. Riley has it back, and oh, he takes a big hit by one of the Kilbourne players. Williams gets back up and gets in the face of Williams. Max Williams laid the wood there. He's going to get called for elbowing as he came in high. Williams, a junior, and perhaps not the smartest play with a 1-0 lead and in control. He gives a power play opportunity to Amherst Steele. Saw an opportunity to take a piece and lay a big hit. He got that, but he's going to have to sit and hope his team can kill off the penalty for elbowing. Time of the penalty, 2 minutes and 30 seconds up to the point. And now High Point sent in low, wide of the net. Zach Owens took that shot attempt. Right point kept in and sent back down low. Give and go, shot wide. Good idea, just missed the net. Kilbourne with the puck behind the net. Bingham, it's Cooper Bingham up to the right point. Sent it again, deflected in front. Ryan Walton will sky it down and right on goal, where Schubert has to make a long save from the other end of the ice. Collecting it is Cheatham. Cheatham behind the net. He'll outlet. And they'll start to build down the ice with 1:20 to go in the penalty time. They gain the zone. 2-on-1. It's developing, but not executed. And they'll just set the power play up. In the corner, skating right to the goal. Shot and a save by Daniels as Zach Owens just skated right to the crease and tried to put it into the back of the net. 11:34 to go second period. 1:04 to go in the penalty time to number 17, Max Williams. Williams only had 4 penalty minutes coming into the contest on the season, and I don't recall him being penalized at any other point during this tournament, so. But certainly there was no question about that. Kilbourne on the counter. Shorthanded attempt, potentially. Muir had a goal the other day, and he's bodied off the puck and deposited into the corner. Here comes Amherst Steele, 2-on-2 into the offensive zone they go. The puck is left and sent forward. Nice poke check away. They'll have to just settle for setting up the power play again with 28 seconds to go. Far side. Into the face-off circle. Shot is wide. Comes all the way back to the near side. The race is on to keep it in, and it's not kept in. In fact, Luke Saleko has it. Saleko has it poke checked away. A nice defensive play by Deacon Kelly. Saleko in the corner. It's dug out by another of the Comets, and they'll head up the ice with just 10 seconds to go on the power play. It's dumped down low. 5 seconds left. Controlled by Kilbourne. They'll send it up, and they still can clear it. Penalty time had not yet expired, so no icing. It is expired now, and so 0 for 2 now in the power play, and still scoreless through this one. And scoreless since Saturday are the Comets. Sent back down low by Ryan Walton. Loose and collected. Nice back check before the shot could be sent down off the right point, and now dumped in by Steele. But some space and time, and it's sent forward, and the Wolves will break out. It's Walton again across the blue line. To his right, it's poke checked into the corner by Deacon Kelly. Kelly will send it around behind the net and into the far side corner. A big hit on Kelly. A little hard to pick out the blue numbers when at a distance on the black jerseys for the Wolves at times. Right now, it's Alex Kramer. Kramer sends it near side. He's loose in front, shot, and another save. There's another opportunity right there gone awry. The 21st shot, I believe, once the scoreboard updates, as that puck just came free right in front, and from about 4 feet away, Daniels was able to smother it. It is Vinny Kelly who'll take the face-off draw here for Steele, as they're still searching for that first goal. And now they swap out on the Wolves side. Puck is dropped down and sent behind the net and poked out to center ice. Chasing it is Noah Cheatham. Cheatham will angle it behind the net to the near side. And it's sent up. Fisher Sims can't send it out, and now it's set to center ice. But Garrison sends it forward. But it's picked up by Zach Owens, who dumps it in, but can't control. And a long pass. Trying to connect with Cole Beckett. He couldn't handle it, and it's an icing call against the Wolves. Amherst Steele doubling up Kilbourne in shots on goal, more than doubling up, 20-9, but the score 1-0 Kilbourne. Face-off one forward by Steele, a ricochet off the boards, and now cleared out by Schreiber. Schreiber with company from Brendan Bingham. Here comes a chance. Bingham has it. Bingham shot. Save. Loose on the far side. Poked away. And you notice the speed of these two teams. Both of them quick to the puck. There's no hesitation. Good quality hockey here. It's up to the point. Deacon Kelly sends it in. It's knocked aside and comes to the near side boards and cycled right back down low behind the net. Stick handling in the near side corner up to the left point again. Kelly, he'll take a shot. It's deflected. And that may have been the best opportunity of the afternoon. But Daniels able to range over and stop it. 8:07 to go. You watch it again. That deflection, that was Bingham. The big guy, number 29. Let's see. Got that stick down. Just a slight deflection, but Daniels able to stop it. 8:07 left, second period. Late to the ice is Kramer. He'll take a spot on the right wing, and they will swap out once again. Puck controlled to the far side by Steele. Sent down low by Cheatham into the corner. Cycled further. Vinny Kelly. Back to Fisher Sims. Sims to the behind the net, looking for Cooper Bingham. Now Sims has it poked away. It's sent forward but not out. Kept in at the point by Zach Owens. Deflected in front. It goes behind the net, taken right back out. The shot goes wide to the far side. And a long cross ice pass. This one is completed and taken into the offensive zone. A laser beam shot by Jacob Lee, who's really come into his own the last two games, at least that we have been watching. And the goaltender, Schubert, had to be on his toes there as that came almost out of nowhere. You watch it again. Grant Todd sends it down low around the boards. Both teams will chase. Comes up and still loose. Poked forward and out to center ice. Ryan Walton reaches for it, can't control, and it's dumped into the far side corner. For Amherst Steele, Noah Riley has it. Riley sends it back down low. It's taken away and sent up, but intercepted. Still loose. And it gets all the way to the goal mouth, where once again Daniels jumps on it. 24 shots on goal now as they continue to pile up. 43 yesterday, 24 today, so I'm not good at math, but 67 and still no goals. To the front, but the Comets send it into the corner. Fisher Sims sends it around to the far side. Over there, it's sent back down low by Vinny Kelly. And now Cooper Bingham. Bingham falls down. So does one of the Wolves. It's dug out by the Comets off the side of the net. Behind the net now. Vinny Kelly up to the point. He finds Zach Owens. Back to Kelly. Kelly, the face-off circle, shoots. Rebound up to the right point. Noah Cheatham down low. Behind the net, Sims. He sends it to the near side. Good pressure. Vinny Kelly right back to Sims. Actually, that's 23, Cooper Bingham, who stood up into the boards by a pair of Wolves. And now the whistle blows as they stop play with a frozen puck up against the boards. 6:05 to go. The lone goal today so far, Jacob Lee on a 2-on-1 break for Worthington Kilbourne, and a tight one. We had to work through a number of games that were not quite so tight in the preliminary rounds, but today some good matchups as the Championship Monday continues on. Puck loose in the corner, sent up, kept in. Sent in by Deacon Kelly. It ricochets to the far side. The pressure continues for the Comets. At some point you feel like they're going to break through. Loose in the slot. Backhanded shot knocked down in front of the goal. A good play right there by the defense. I believe that was Schreiber. Still more pressure by the Comets. They cycle it down low. Brendan Bingham. And it's covered once again by Daniels. 1-0. Just 10 shots. Daniels with the front row seat. Jumping on that loose puck. Face off to the left of Daniels, dropped down and sent up, and still not cleared. Sent right back down low. It's been an extended time in the offensive zone for the Comets here. Midway through the second period, up into the rafters and over the glass behind the goal. We'll do it again with 5:18 to go. You are watching the third place game in the CVCA Christmas Tournament. Tim Nichols along with you on CVCA Livestream's YouTube channel. Play continues. This one is controlled for the moment. Sent up but not out by the Wolves. Centering pass in front. The puck tips up. Grant Todd sends it around to the near side. Everett sends it up. Still not out. Kept in at the point. And sent down low. Backside shot and a score. Finally, Amherst Steele breaks through, and you just felt like it was coming with the continued pressure. The Comets tie it up 1-1. The puck sent in by Zach Owens. It ricocheted to the far side. And I believe that's 23 on the goal, Cooper Bingham. And finally, after 70 minutes of play, less 1 second, the Comets get a goal, their first since Saturday. We restart 1-1. And a chance in front. Loose puck. Todd sends it forward. It ricochets all the way around to the far side. The Wolves with some pressure, they keep it in, and they'll dump it down low. That is where Deacon Kelly picks it up. Still kept in. Not once, but twice. And finally sent out to center ice. Grant Todd chips it forward. Lee, he'll shoot, he'll score! The second of the day, the fifth in 2 days for Jacob Lee. And the 1-1 tie doesn't last very long. Lee puts Worthington Kilbourne back up in front. Here we go. Right from the face-off dot and 5-hole on Anthony Schubert. Jacob Lee, the junior forward, does it again. Time of the Lee goal. Just 40 seconds after the prior goal by Amherst Steele. 10 minutes and 39 seconds of the second period. It's 2-1 Kilbourne. Into the offensive zone for Amherst Steele now. Swept up and out. Dumped right back in, but delayed off sides. Jack Lewis, I believe, has it. 96. He does. Lewis reverses, sends it near side. Well, first touch is not good, and it's turned over. Sent down low. They're looking for Fisher Sims. Sims trying to dig it out with a teammate there. Pair of Wolves as well. It's Ryan Walton who does. Sends it forward. It's deflected. That will not get over the lines. There's not going to be an icing here. Well, I'll have to play it. And Walton comes up with it. Centering pass off the skate of a Comet. And Fisher Sims will take it out of the zone. He tries to center, but it's sent in by Garrison for the Wolves. Into the corner. Vinny Kelly sends it around to the far side. Back to the near side toward Kelly's direction. And it won't be him. It'll be a teammate who sends it up and out. Garrison pirouettes, sends it forward. Big hit on Everett at center ice. But they gain the zone. It's Bilamian. Centering pass comes all the way to the near side. And Garrison will send it down low. The funny bounce here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center off the Zamboni door came right out to the slot. But it was cleared up into the netting and out of play. And we get a pause with 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the second period. Goals by Cooper Bingham for Amherst Steele, and an answer 40 seconds later, the second of the day for Jacob Lee. It's 2-1, Worthington Kilbourne. Face off one back to the Wolves. Grant Todd sends it down low. There's a shot and a save by Schubert. Schubert watches as the puck goes to his right on the far side, and it's taken, cleared out, and one-on-one with reinforcements coming into the corner. That is Noah Riley. Riley up to the point, unable to play it. Grady Walsh let it go all the way down, and they'll have to retrieve it. Loose puck. The teams battle for it, and Deacon Kelly digs it out and sends it out. Cross ice, dangerous play right there, and it's poked in by Riley, who's always got the energy going. Noah Riley. And he's got it again behind the net, tries to center it, and Daniels has to cover. You watch it again, Noah Riley behind the net. Just tried to throw that out in front, see if something good would happen. Daniels jumps on it. So it's an offensive zone face-off for the Comets, but won by the Wolves and sent up and out. Chasing after it is Zach Owens. Owens sends it ahead. Noah Cheatham. His pass comes to Fisher Sims. He'll send it forward, and knocked off the puck was Vinnie Kelly. Sent ahead, and this is likely going to be icy. No, they wave it off, so it has to be played to the near side. Along the boards, the teams try and dig it out. It's sent down low, and down there, Cooper Bingham, the goal scorer for Amherst Steele, has it. He sends it ahead into the offensive zone. Bingham down low, passes it, centering pass, knocked away in front. Pinching in and sending it down low with Zach Owens. Bingham drops it off, back to the point. Owens, he'll fire. Knocked aside. And wow, the puck came squirting out. We'll try and see if we can see that from the goal cam to see what exactly transpired there, as the goaltender Daniels felt like it got by him, and there's the puck almost on the goal line and kicked out. The hero of the moment for Worthington Kilbourne looks like Garrett. And we resume play. Final minute of the second period. 52 seconds left. Cross ice pass. Everett. I think I said Garrett before. Everett is likely who kicked that out of the goal crease and saved the goal. And they're going to call offsides as you watch that. 50 seconds left. And we resume. Walton sends it toward the goal. A couple of Comets smash into each other, and two others come out with the puck. 37 seconds to go. That is swept behind the net by Daniels. And now around the boards. It comes back to the slot. Lunged at and sent ahead for the moment. But right back in, and on it is Alex Kramer to the near side with 20 seconds left. Sent up and out. Walton pushes it ahead. Walsh is there for the Comets with 9. A scrum into the corner and sent up and out. That will likely do it. The whistle blows. The clock runs to 0-0 for the second time in as many periods. We'll see if the referee will have 1 second put on the clock or not. The Comets don't believe so. They're headed to the locker room. And so are the Wolves. So we've reached the end of 2. And just like the first period, the margin is 1. And it is in favor of the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves. They lead it after 2 periods of play. The score, Worthington Kilbourne 2 and Amherst Steele 1. Once again, we'll pause for another message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. bring us back. And we are back here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. The score at the end of the second period is Worthington Kilbourne 2, Amherst Steele 1. Always good to have that message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. And another reminder that we'd love to meet you at CVCA. You can visit the campus and get a closer look at what CVCA is all about. The number of admissions events throughout the year. Plenty of opportunity to get a closer look at CVCA. You can register for an event, schedule a tour, sign up for a shadow experience at cvcaroyals.org/admissions. As we are at the second intermission, we want to remind you now of the opportunity to give and to support CVCA Livestream. You can do that and support what we are doing, bringing this coverage to you by going to the CVCA giving interface at cvcaroyals.org/give-now. I'd like to say we are 100% volunteer staffing today on a workday Monday. We hope you're watching and enjoying the coverage wherever you might be. We've got the Nichols and Mosher families bringing you the coverage for the first 3 games today. It has been from the beginning a volunteer effort with as best we can do for professional production. Some days we have a hard time speaking, especially when there's alliteration involved in 14 straight games. Nevertheless, if you've enjoyed the coverage, it has been coverage we've brought to you for 5 years that we have underwritten pretty much ourselves. This season, however, we've worked with Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy to allow you to support the cause by giving directly to CVCA for the purposes of supporting our costs related to equipment and or streaming fees, etc. Not $1 goes into our pocket. Everything is reinvested in the production capabilities. And so we'd ask that you support CVCA if you are so moved to do so by going to cvcaroyals.org/give-now. It'll take you to the CVCA giving interface. In the comments section, we simply ask that you reference CVCA Livestream. You can give a one-time gift or monthly. Our budget is about $3,000 per winter just to bring you the hockey broadcasts. We hope you've enjoyed all the broadcasts this weekend. Your gift to CVCA is tax deductible. We'll send you a thank you in the mail. Probably sign it personally. But with the year coming to a close, no better time than the present to head over to the CVCA giving interface and support CVCA Livestream. We thank you for watching. We thank you for supporting CVCA Livestream. Second intermission, 2-1, Worthington Kilbourne. The Wolves are 15 minutes away from notching their 3rd victory of the weekend here in Northeast Ohio. It's been a successful weekend trip north so far. They'll head back south. They'll have to withstand the pressure from Amherst Steele, who's doubling them up in shots or more in the 3rd period. But hey, they're that close. Steele, on the other hand, will look to try and come from behind and get another victory here at the CVCA Christmas Tournament. Next game up is Normandy against Avon in the 5th place game. It'll come to you at 5 o'clock. The championship game tonight at 7:30 between CVCA and Kenston. We'll have both games for you, and our next broadcast beyond that will be on January the 12th when CVCA re-enters divisional play, and I believe that is potentially Avon Lake. We'll have to take a look at the schedule, but we'll have it for you. Just 2 more games at home here for CVCA in the month of January. The Royals will spend most of the month of January on the road. They'll participate in the Normandy MLK tournament, which is a traditional yearly visit up to Parma for the Royals, and finish off divisional play before the postseason begins in the month of February. Postseason for all these teams will begin in February, whether it be the Barron Cup tournament here in Northeast Ohio or eventually the OHSAA State Championship tournament, which will take place from the 2nd week of February onward. Here, it's 2-1 Worthington Kilbourne leading Amherst Steele. About 3 minutes to go here in the second intermission. The Zamboni taking care of business on the ice. We're going to pause now and be back with you in about 2.5 minutes to bring you 3rd period action with the score Worthington Kilbourne 2, Amherst Steele 1. Welcome back to the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Second intermission winding down, teams heading back in. We've got enough time to show you some highlights. Tim Nichols with the CVCA Livestream crew here. Let's roll those second period highlights right now. Early second period. Nice save by the goaltender Schubert right there. And a big hit. And finally, Amherst Steele is going to break it through on this one on the backside. Number 23, Cooper Bingham, deposited a loose puck in the back of the net, but only 40 seconds later, Jacob Lee got his second of the day, his fifth in the last 2 days, to put Amherst Steele back on top. And this play right here kept us at 2-1. Puck cleared off the goal line there by Kilbourne late in that second period, and that's where we stand, 2-1 after 2. A pair of goals by Jacob Lee, a single goal by number 23 Cooper Bingham, the sophomore for Amherst Steele. Wolves returning to the ice first, and the Comets, led by their goaltender Anthony Schubert, are back on ice as well. Once again, before we get started here in the third period, I'll remind you, you can follow us on social media at CVCA Livestream on Facebook, on Twitter and X. One and the same these days, and Instagram as well. And if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Young kids say now, smash the subscribe button. Whatever you do, subscribe. You'll be aware and informed of upcoming broadcasts for hockey and for other sports that we do here at CVCA, including potentially some Barron Cup action we've done the last couple of years up in Brooklyn on the Friday night of Barron Cup Championship weekend. Look forward to our guys at Sports on Tap and their coverage of Barron Cup week again, as they do a good job every year. But here, you're tuned into CVCA Livestream, and we are ready for the third period in a 2-1 contest. Can Worthington Kilbourne close out another victory? Can Amherst Steele come back? We'll find out. We start off, and it's the Wolves. Beckett, poke checked away in the corner. Cole Beckett, number 19, had it for a moment. Now Fisher Sims loses it, and it's poked backwards, but dumped down low, and the Wolves will have to chase. Alex Kramer is on it. Kramer with some pressure. It's sent up at a big hit on Brendan Bilemian. It results in an opportunity, potentially, but it's swept away and aside. And still the Wolves can't clear. Big hit into the boards as Vinny Kelly absorbs that one. Good pressure to start out by the Comets. Loose in front. Daniels could not cover that one. It's sent ahead, and Beckett gets bumped into from behind, still kept in the zone. With it is Noah Cheatham, shot up and into the netting behind the goal of Andrew Daniels. Daniels' 30th save of the contest. And you see that big hit by Lemian, got stood up. .14:02. Early third period. Offensive zone face-off, and stepping in is Noah Riley for the Comets. Riley kicks it forward to himself into the corner. It's poked at and cleared up, but still not out. And finally, into the neutral zone for the Wolves. With some speed into the offensive zone. Saleko, first attempt by him, and a save, a second shot. Kicked aside by the goaltender Schubert to keep it 2-1. Great chance right there, generated by the Wolves. They send it all the way down the ice. They wave off icing. The Comets come up with it. They'll cycle it down low. Riley sends it further down. Sebastian Smith up to the point. Deacon Kelly loses the blue line. He'll just poke it ahead, delayed off sides. And so the Wolves will step onto that puck. But it's poked and sent back in by Noah Riley. In the corner with space as the Comets changing. The Wolves build up. It's sent ahead, but Taken away by Deacon Kelly and sent forward. Now here comes a chance. Shot and a save by Daniels. Point blank range on Vinnie Kelly. Here's Kelly with a beeline to the goal. Could not solve Daniels. Another chance. That's knocked down in front before it ever got to the goal crease. Sent up, but not out. Kept in and dumped back down low. Alex Kramer was down there, and finally the Wolves will clear it out. 12.5 to go. They'll just dump it in toward the goal, and it's going to be covered by Schubert. Two goals for Worthington Kilbourne today, both by Jacob Lee. The single goal for the Steele Comets by Cooper Bingham. Ryan Walton takes the draw. It's controlled, though, by number 25. That's Zach Owens, and sent ahead to Brendan Bingham. Bingham chops it ahead into the offensive zone. Icing on icing on Amherst Steele, and they'll take it back into the Kilbourne offensive zone. 12:20 to go. (32-14) shots on goal in favor of Amherst Steele, but 2-1 in favor of the Wolves, who are trying to make that second goal stand up. They've got a long way to go. Puck is collected by Cooper Bingham. He's going to dump it down low and chase it. He'll get there first. Bingham with speed into the near side corner. Up to Deacon Kelly. Kelly back to Bingham. Bingham skates to the slot. Gets a shot off. It goes wide. Fanned on the first one. The second one was kind of a reactive shot. Not what he wanted to do initially. And it resulted in the puck going wide. Got it again. Loose in front. Shot is knocked down. The Wolves playing good defense. Can they continue to play good defense for another 11 minutes and 45 seconds? Loose puck on the far side, in the corner, dumped down low. Angled up and out. Ryan Walton feathers it forward, but it's taken away and dumped back in by Cooper Bingham, and he'll run off to the ice and get a change behind him as the Wolves try and build out. Cross-ice pass, but to no one in particular. And the Wolves will have to range over. But Bolemian can't control the puck as it evades him at the blue line and is dumped back in the other way by Kelly. That's Deacon Kelly. To the far side. Brendan Bingham chops at it. Deacon Kelly sends it further. In front, and a goal! It wasn't pretty, but it counts. Noah Riley, I think, is going to get credit for it. Just sent it toward the goal, and it bounced off the pads of Daniels, and it's 2-2. We'll get a good look at it right here.
Off the skate of the defenseman, too.
And it's off the skate of the defenseman, as JT Nichols says to me, and beat the goaltender on a ricochet. And that's the old adage, send it on net and something good will happen, and it did right there. So we're back to even with 10:40 to go here in the third period. After all the amazing good chances for Amherst Steele that did not result in a goal, that one does, and it's iced down the length of the surface by Worthington Kilbourne. And they'll have to defend a defensive zone face-off. Last time they surrendered the lead. Jacob Lee answered in 40 seconds. 33-14, the shot disparity. 2-2 on the scoreboard. Do the Wolves have another one in them? Or is it Amherst Steele that'll get the next goal? They had a good chance right there, but it went wide. Puck is loose in the corner, sent behind the net to the far side. Cycled again back down low. Fisher Sims tries to center. Loose puck near the goal, dug out, and here come the Wolves. They gain the zone but lose the puck. Centering pass. Into the corner. Fisher Sims has it taken away. Sent ahead. Lee is there. He's got both goals. He's got 5 goals in 2 days. Will he be the hero? Will it be someone else? Long pass. Soleko just dumps it in. Deacon Kelly looking like he just woke up with just the same amount of speed as he's had the entire tournament. He doesn't seem to ever get tired. 100% energy all the time. Cross ice pass to Lewis. Lewis sends it far side, was looking for Garrison. Too far for him, and Garrison will have to retreat. Nice job of stick handling low there before it's finally poke checked away at center ice. Offsides. Sebastian Smith misplayed it, and for his efforts, he got hip checked into the boards. Clock stops with 9:05 to go here in the third period in what is now a 2-2 contest. Draws one back to the Wolves. Turnover, shot, and a stick save up into the rafters. Another save by Daniels. Four days in 4 days. You've got Daniels bent over in the goal. He does not get a break or get a chance to go off the ice. A new line comes out. Here comes a shot knocked down in front as the Wolves continue to play good defense. They'll try and break out. Oh, a huge hit down below us. John Muir got sent into the boards. Was able to evade bumping in with his head. And he gets right back and gets into the fray. This one is sent down right on goal off the angle and left for the Comets to rebuild out. Fisher Sims sends it ahead. It's taken away, but poke checked beyond that. Centering pass sent across the ice by Cooper Bingham into the corner. It goes back toward Bingham. Sent to the near side and sent right back down low. Up and out of play. 7:59 to go. It's now 35-15 shots on goal in favor of the Comets. This game has the feel of one of those early U.S. men's national team soccer games where they would just pack it in when they got a lead and try and hold on. It feels like Worthington Kilbourne trying to hold on and look for a counter. There's a save, it bounces in front where Daniels jumps on it for his 36th save. They're going to rely on that defense and hope to get an opportunistic counter to try and retake this lead. They've had 2, both Jacob Lee goals. As the ice feels a bit tilted right now in favor of Amherst Steele. They control again, but it's taken away and cleared out. Brady Everett gained the zone, but just for a moment it sent right back out and dumped in by Lewis. Schubert has it come in front, but it's taken away. And long shifts for Cooper Bingham and the rest of that first line here for the Comets. The puck is sent up and cleared out off the backside of Vinnie Kelly. He'll pirouette and send it forward. And now there's an opportunity. A penalty is drawn by the Wolves. A tripping call going against Amherst Steele with 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go. The guilty party is Fisher Sims. And can the Wolves generate possession and generate an opportunity to retake the lead here? Luke Soleko is out there. Ryan Walton, Grant Todd on defense. It's sent back to Todd, cross ice. Poke checked away, but sent down low. Sent up and cleared out by number 2, Grady Walsh. 1:45 to go. Turned over. Dumped down low by Brendan Bingham. Lewis, cross ice, and forward into the zone. Ryan Walton, he's going to take a chance. Saved by Schubert. It's loose in front, sent up but not out, kept in. Nice job on the defensive side. Left side, Walton in the circle, shot. Laser to the right side. Stood up on the boards is Noah Riley. Riley does come down with the puck though and does a good job of clearing it down the ice with 1:05 to go in the penalty time. Game clock down to 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Fisher Sims in the box for tripping. Right there. The Wolves having a tough time just exiting their own zone. Good forechecking by the Comets. And they wait. Long pass. Doesn't connect. And it's sent ahead with a shorthanded chance right now. Vinny Kelly doing the hard work. Finally dispossessed. Sent down and in, but they cannot control as they enter the zone, and it's sent right back down on the clearance by Amherst Steele. 5:26 to go in the game. Penalty time down to 14 seconds. Cross ice pass kicked into the corner. 8 seconds to go on the penalty. Sent up to the point and out. Penalty time is over. And right out of the box comes Sims. We're back to even strength with 5:05 to go. 2-2. And icing is the call. So, offensive zone faceoff. If you're wondering, yes, there is overtime. There has not yet been an overtime game in this tournament. And we will have to consult the rules for overtime. We do know in the preliminary rounds, overtime was a 5-minute running clock. It may still be a 5-minute running clock in overtime here before the championship game. Championship game would be played with normal regular season overtime rules, as we recall. We'll take a look at that if we get a little bit closer. We're down to under 5 minutes, and still in a 2-2 contest. Centering opportunity, doesn't get through to the slot. Sent back down by Todd. Here's a chance. Shot and a save by Schubert. Loose puck to the side of the net. Kicked ahead. Sebastian Smith can't exit, and Muir sends it forward. Here's a chance. Shot. Second shot and a score. That's exactly what the Wolves were looking for. And they take the lead with 4:24 to go. Here's the replay. The loose puck sent forward by Muir. And a goal. Looks like it was Mark Schreiber. And the Wolves are now 4 minutes and 24 seconds away from potentially taking the win in a game in which they have been outshot 36-19. 3 times they've had opportunities like that, and 3 times they have finished. They have been few and far between today. Yes, 19 shots, but good opportunities, they're near 100% of the good opportunities. And so 4:09 left. Bennett centers in front, another shot, and Schubert has to cover that one. Mark Schreiber from John Muir, and they were looking for more right there. Muir just pushed that loose puck forward from the blue line, and Schreiber broke open, and he buried it. 4:01 to go. Out to center ice. Lewis with pressure. He's going to leave it, and it's going to be sent in by Noah Riley into the corner. The Wolves clear to center ice. Sebastian Smith sends it forward. Lewis cross ice and sends it out. 3:37 to go. It's dumped right back in on goal and up into the rafters. A stoppage with 3:32 to go. So a defensive zone face-off for the Wolves. For the third time today, the Comets looking for an equalizer. They keep it in and they dump it down low. Grant Todd feathers it across, and it's going right back toward him, but controlled by the Comets. Out in front, loose, and a goal! It's tied again. The equalizer is there. What a game we're having right here. 22, I believe. Vinny Kelly will get credit for that goal. With 3:15 to go, we're back to even. Back and forth we go. Now Kelly again. 24 on the goal. Correction, the goal scored by number 24, Fisher Sims, who gets the third equalizer for the Comets. Sims will take the draw now in the offensive zone to the left of Daniels. It's sent around the boards. Kelly. Sims falls down. It's sent to the near side off the back of the referee. Cycled back down low. Down low, and Sims gets knocked down, but it's sent up to the point. Deacon Kelly, he'll wind up, he'll shoot. It's loose in front. Still loose. And swept to the far side corner. 2:40 to go in regulation and a 3-3 tie between Worthington Kilbourne. Backside, and just missing the open net was Kelly. Oh, what a chance that was. They'll shoot again, loose and knocked to the far side corner. 2:25 to go, and a big body check. But the puck comes out to center ice. Sent right back in. 2:17, sent ahead. Lee was waiting for it, but he was flat-footed, and Deacon Kelly got to it first. And now Cooper Bingham. Shot and a save. To the far side. Sent up, and it's just going to be iced down the length of the surface. The clock stops with 2 minutes to go. Amherst Steele 3, Worthington Kilbourne 3. And so play resumes into the corner. It's sent up. The Wolves will just send it toward the neutralized zone, but they do not clear it. It's whistle blows with 1:47, and they're going to say it was out of the playing surface on the ricochet up into the bench area of the Wolves. Every last one of the Wolves standing and leaning on the bench. They are invested. But they'll have to defend the defensive zone face-off up to the point. Controlled by Amherst Steele. Sent down low into the corner. Dug out, but bodied off the puck was Vinny Kelly. The Comets continue to pressure. They gain the zone again. It's sent forward but knocked down through the air. And Schreiber now at center ice. Cross ice pass into the offensive zone for the Wolves. A shot wide. It ricochets to the near side. With a minute 10. With speed into the offensive zone is Bingham. Bingham winds up. He'll get a shot off. It's wide. All the way around to the right point. Sent down low. Noah Cheatham takes a shot. It all the way to the far side corner with 55 seconds to go in a tie game in regulation. Karem's out of bounds and will restart once again. What an afternoon of hockey. Earlier today, your Greenmen defeated NDCL 8-4. Here it's 3-3 with 53 seconds to go, and head coach Steve Morris has called timeout. The 2023 OHSAA Coach of the Year wants to try and drop a winning play, and he's got the board out. And he's instructing his team, who are intently listening to him. On the far side, Coach Greg Revak has seen his team take a 1-goal lead 3 times in this game the next goal is undoubtedly going to win it. Who will be the hero today at the Dan Kostel Rec Center in the third place game? The most recent hero, Fisher Sims. Sean, we got that goal. Can we watch it again, the game-tying goal, while we wait through this timeout?
The last one or the second?
The last one by Amherst Steele. We give some little internal conversation. Here it is. And it was right there. You see Fisher Sims. First I thought it was Kelly, but Sims right up top and got the loose puck and put it by Daniels. And that's what has us in the predicament we're in right now. 3-3. The face-off will be to the right of Daniels. They drop the puck down with 50 seconds left as we return to play. Up to the point. Cheatham send it low into the corner. 42 seconds left. It's sent up and down the length of the ice, and it will be an icing call against the Wolves with 35 to go. Once again, next game is at 5 o'clock. It'll pit Normandy versus Avon. That's the 5th place game. And the championship game tonight, CVCA and Kenston at 7:30. Still 35 seconds to go, and perhaps more here in a 3-3 contest. Into the corner it goes. Fisher Sims. He'll chase it to the near side boards. Sims gives it up, but it falls to a teammate. Loose puck with 22 seconds left. Noah Cheatham sends it far side. Vinnie Kelly will battle. 14 seconds left. Loose and dug out by the Comets. A shot and a score! Vinnie Kelly may have just won it with 7 seconds left for Amherst Steele. Here he is. He's got the puck and he fires it. And Vinnie Kelly is the hero that the Comets have been looking for. 14 minutes and 53 seconds. And for the first time in 2 days, the Amherst Steele Comets have a lead. Daniels will go to the bench. It's an empty net with 7 seconds left. Desperation time for Worthington Kilbourne. They win the faceoff, but the clock winds down as the puck is battled for at center ice, and it will wind out. This game will end in regulation, and what a game it was. Amherst Steele comes from behind, and they are victorious in the 3rd place game. The final score, Amherst Steele 4 and Worthington Kilbourne 3. Vinnie Kelly beats the goaltender Andrew Daniels, who deserved a better fate for the performance he put on today. 39 saves, but it is the Comets who earned the victory today. A hard-fought win for Vinnie Kelly, for head coach Steve Morris, and Amherst Steele. Head coach Greg Revac and the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves have nothing to hang their heads about, although this will sting. They've had a great tournament and proven a worthy opponent here in Northeast Ohio. Well, once again, we'll see if we can show that game-winning goal one final time before we head off the air.
Just the one goal or
just the game-winning goal. And here it is. With time running down, Kelly fired a shot, and that looked no different than perhaps any of the other 75 shots of the last 2 days. But the difference was it got to the back of the net, and it proved to be the game winner for Vinnie Kelly and the Amherst Steele Comets. Well, once again, we thank you for watching this afternoon. We've got more hockey for you later on today. 5 o'clock, Normandy and Avon, and the CVCA Championship game, the CVCA Christmas Tournament Championship game, where the Royals try and three-peat, but they've got a tall task as they have to face their familiar foe, the Kenston Bombers, at 7:30. Once again, a final reminder, make sure to follow us on social media at Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram at CVCA Livestream, and subscribe to that CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. For Sean Mosher, for Zach Nichols, for Mark Mosher and JT Nichols, this is Tim Nichols. It's been a family affair on a Monday afternoon right before the New Year's Day. Final score once again, finally, Amherst Steele 4 Worthington Kilbourne 3. We'll be back with you at 5 o'clock. For now, so long, everybody. Have a good afternoon.